The atmosphere here is so exciting!
I thought it was weird when you said we should take a walk along the river first thing in the morning. I don't know what I was expecting. What is this?
The Riverside Festival!
The Riverside Festival?
It's a tradition festival in London held by the River Thames. A lot of food stalls open here. It used to be a large-scale event that lasted for a week. But as the years passed, fewer and fewer people came. This year, it's finally gotten to the point that it's only being held for a day.
Well, that's a drag.
No, everyone's super excited.
What?
Sir, what time does this crepe stand open? What do you recommend? Do they have a secret menu that's not on the regular one?
If anyone's excited.
Oh,
It's just
ice cream. I just
her.
love ice cream and cinnamon rolls. Alright, I'm getting closer. My mission to capture every food stall in the festival! I'll make my way to everyone, no matter what!
You look awful serious about that. Katrielle! It is great timing. I was just on my way to ask you for your help.
You mean from my detective agency?
You see, 2 cases just appeared. And no, it just occurred at the same time, a murder and a suicide. And the thing is, it happened exactly the same way as the legends of the Thames.
There was an incident imitating legend? That's the most basic of basic plots in detective novels and mystery films!
What about it? Would you like to solve this case for me?
Of course! I, the great, beautiful, magnificent detective Katrielle Layton, will take on this mystery!
You're not supposed to praise yourself! Last night, on opposite sides of the Thames River, a man named Oliver and a woman named Jennifer both fell into the river. However, this was no accident. Oliver was stabbed with a knife-like object. What the?
No! Oliver, my dear! Ah!
I was told that Jennifer threw herself in.
I see. Please allow me to start by analyzing their bodies.
No, I can't do that.
Huh?
Their bodies were already collected and analyzed by the coroner. All that we received was a document.
Who's the one who said we couldn't directly analyze the bodies?
It was London's mayor, Pippa Lawandita.
Cat! It's been a while, Miss Dola. Oh my, you again, Cat? Oh, it's me again, Emiliana! This'll be the last time you laugh about this. This is a difficult case that you won't be able to solve by pure luck. Miss Dola, sorry to interrupt you. We don't have enough flyers for the festival. What should we do? I think there should be some left outside the office. Thank you.
It seems pretty busy around here.
Miss Dola, there's trouble. The stands opened early, but the venue security hasn't arrived yet.
What? You're right, there's so many people.
Things are getting pretty crazy out there.
The lovely scent from the food stands feels like you could reach all the way up here. What is the meaning of this? Last year, the festival was so empty. Why would so many people appear so suddenly? Their attention was turned here because of the incident imitating a legend. A rumor must spread throughout town, bringing the nearly abandoned festival back to its former glory. Hey, you can just say that I'm the one who told you to do this. Would you grab some people from our department to deal with all this?
Yes, ma'am.
You all seem awfully busy.
The mayor herself recommended that we run the Riverside Festival this year. So everyone's working on preparations together. Why would she put so much effort into this? Does the mayor have any special memories related to this festival? I'm not sure. I don't think she does, though.
Well, Mayor Loanita has been doing a lot to develop the city since she took the position, of mayor. I'm sure that running the festival is just another one of those fun things she enjoys.
May I ask you one thing as well? Yes, of course. As part of the management team, what food stand do you recommend?
I'll bet you've been waiting to ask that since we got here, right?
Huh? Come in. Sorry to intrude. Inspectors, thank you for your hard work. Oh, it's been a while, Mayor Pippa.
In order to solve the case more quickly, I asked Detective Layton for her help.
I see. Well, that's very reassuring. I'll be counting on you. Please, take a seat.
Thank you. Everyone back up. I am going to take the couch off for myself.
So, where should I start?
Sure glad I called dibs on the couch. First, please tell us about the incident that happened last night.
Well, let's see. It's a very troubling matter. It couldn't have happened at a worse time. This tragedy reenacting the legend of the Thames. Pardon me, Mayor Pippa. I've heard of the legend of the Thames, as is every normal person, and I've definitely heard it as magnificent as I am. What was it again?
Did you seriously not understand what that was?
That tragedy is pretty famous, you know. The legend of the Thames goes like this. Long, long ago in London, a young couple born into two different wealthy families fell in love. However, because the two families were enemies, their love was forbidden. So, the two of them secretly rendezvoused in standing on opposite sides of the Thames. They chose to meet on nights when the moon was hidden so that no one would find them. From this point, this legend is also called the legend of the Thames Shadow Moon.
And where did you get that from?
I made it up. I've heard about that.
What a romantic sounding name!
And then, what happened to the two of them? Finding out about their relationship, the woman's father became enraged. One night, he stabbed the man in the back with a knife and pushed him into the river. The man drowned and died, and the woman saw it happen, causing her to grieve deeply. She threw herself into the river to follow after him.
And the next day, the two of them were found holding each other, I believe.
It's a sad story, but the two of them ended up together in the end. That's why people say that if a couple declares their love for each other from across the Thames, they'll be happy forever.
And dead. I see, that's how you came up with tonight's love vow ceremony. I really do love this couch.
That's right. Love vow ceremony?
It's an event that'll be held at the climax of the festival. Everyone will throw themselves into the water. Couples will stand on both sides of the Thames and convey their feelings to each other.
Really? In front of all those people?
The two who died, Oliver and Jennifer, were set to perform the ceremony. They were both members of the same acting troupe and were especially skilled. We requested the troupe's best, but then all this happened.
I wonder what happened to the couple.
Mayor Pippa, I have one more question. What will that be? Where are Oliver and Jennifer's bodies now? Don't worry. After the autopsy, we buried them properly. I cremated them. Are we about done then? I'd like to go check on the event venue. Oh, sorry. I'd just like to ask you one more question.
Don't tell me.
What food stand do you recommend going to, Miss
I knew it!
All of them. Every part of the festival was wonderful. See you later, Pippa. Sorry, Cat. I'm gonna have to leave now, too. Alright, please leave the rest to me. Thank you. I'll be counting on you.
Something's awfully fishy, wouldn't you say?
It's not just something. The way she reacted when she saw Cat and how long it took her to answer the questions, all of it is suspicious.
Inspector Hastings!
Inspector Hastings!
What?
Oliver was murdered!
Jennifer committed suicide. There's no way.
I don't believe it! I'll never believe it!
Hey, calm down, calm down.
How could I?
Yeah.
My significant other might have died! What? Significant other? Does that mean that Oliver was your boyfriend? No, he was my girlfriend. Jennifer was your girlfriend?
Wait a second, so the two of you who died weren't dating? So the two who died weren't dating?
Yes!
Please tell me what happened in detail!
Inspector!
You're too close. Fine, let me explain, alright? Sorry, Cat, I'm bringing these two to the station to explain what happened.
Okay. Okay, I'm going back too. I'm going to use the data that I've gotten here to start profiling.
It looks like Miss Emiliana's figured something out.
Yes, that's exactly what I expected. Hey, Ernest, what was the legend of the Thames again?
What?
What? Didn't the mayor just tell you about it, Miss Layton?
Yes, she did, but let me hear your version.
My version is the same. One night when the moon wasn't out, the two who fell into a forbidden love. Oh, I love love. Huh? In the version I knew, the man was forced to drink poison and then get thrown into the river.
Right, and the one I know, he gets hit in the back of the head with a large rock. Wait, how do you force somebody to drink poison?
What? Wait, you mean you already knew about the legend?
Of course, it's a pretty famous story, you know. On another note, I think they'll find Oliver's murderer soon.
Whatever you want to believe, I guess. Well, I've got great news. Cat, we caught Oliver's murderer. Seriously?
How did you know this would happen, Miss Layton?
That was the last piece I needed.
What?
The mystery is history!
What?
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 This case was just like an apple crumble. Its crisp and bittersweet taste, much like the treat's pastry and apples, was long adored, and its recipe varied slightly depending on the household.
As usual, your metaphor makes no sense.
Everyone, Miss Layton has solved this case that was just like the legend. I'm a legend myself. Did you all get it too? I didn't. I think I have an idea of someone who might be suspicious. Literally, there's only one suspect. Let's get things in order. These are the important points. I wonder how Miss Layton solved the mystery with just these hints. Alright, the conclusion will come out right after this.
Kat, you say you cracked the case, but
We've already caught Oliver's murderer, you know, and get off my couch, Emiliana.
the person you caught wasn't the true culprit. That person was acting as the culprit in order to hide the truth.
You mean to say that person's a fake?
Then who would the real culprit be?
As for the person who killed Oliver, in this case, there's something more important than that.
As if.
And that thing is how you, Mayor Pepper, are beaten by no one in your passion for festivals!
She's taken a hit.
These numbers here, these are the dates where events and festivals will be held in town, right?
Huh? She's right! The New Year's Festival and the Flower Festival. The day of the party that Ambassador Fuda Fafa visited is here too.
And of course, today's date is written down too. You left this note on your desk where it would be seen most easily. This is proof that you're regularly concerned about festivals. Yes, you're right. I do love festivals.
She was actually right.
And that's more important than finding Oliver's murderer. Wait, I get that. Get it? That means that this case has no murderer. That's what you mean, isn't it, Kat? I knew you'd understand, Emiliana.
What does this mean, Miss Layton?
Now, allow me to explain the unexpected truth behind the copycat murder of the Legend of Thames! The truth goes like this. Mayor Pippa, an undefeated festival enthusiast, couldn't stand watching the Riverside Festival slowly die. So, thank you for coming, Oliver, Jennifer. Now let's begin our meeting. She hired Oliver and Jennifer, two actors, and had them act as lovers, just like in the Legend of the Thames.
A man fell into the river.
No! Oliver! My dear! No!
It's suicide. A woman just jumped into the river.
Mayor Pepper, there's a novel for the Legend of the Thames, but
Did you know that how the man is killed differs from person to person? The version of the man that I know was killed with poison. For me, he was beaten to death with a rock.
Come to think of it, the version I know, the man was shot in the chest.
In the version I know, the man gets eaten by a demon.
Yours is especially terrifying, just like you.
See? The story's events differ depending on who you ask and where you ask them. I see. I had no idea. Despite this fact, you firmly stated that the man was killed with a knife. That's because this case was modeled after the version of the legend that you know. That means that this entire case was a giant play put together by our lovely mayor. In other words, it was all part of the festival's entertainment. That's right, Kat. It's just as you say. Why would you do something like this, Pipper? Honestly, just liking festivals is no justification for this.
I didn't want to erase my memories with my father.
With Dad? Yes. Before you were born, Dad was always busy, but he brought me to one festival. That was the Riverside Festival. Also, my mom was there. Mom! Dad! Look! This is the legend of the River Thames.
You mean the Thames Shadow Moon legend? Hiding from the moon, the two who stood on opposite sides of the river and declared their love for each other became happy forever.
How romantic! Dad? Dad? He went all the way to the other side.
Mom! Pippa! And my daughter, who will soon be born but has no name. I love you! I love you, I love you, I love you!
Dad! We love you too! I had no idea. The festival made us happy. I didn't want to lose it. However, despite its huge budget, the Riverside Festival doesn't bring in a lot of money.
There's a huge movement to cancel it in Parliament, so I thought I'd had to do something about it.
The reason that the festival's lights in London are so warm
is because of all the smiles that are there. I want the people of London to know that.
The Riverside Festival held that night was lively and full of people. Oliver and Jennifer, who was supposed to have died, performed in the love vow ceremony and got everyone at the festival excited. Then Mayor Pipper told everyone the truth about the incident and apologized to the people of London. As for me, I had some really good food at the food stands. Do you really plan to quit being the mayor? I do. According to my profiling, there is no one more suited to be mayor than you, even though you're a little corrupt. I agree. Would you please reconsider, Miss Pipper? Everyone in politics is corrupted, after all. I played a part in my own plan, knowing that it was wrong. I'm not qualified to continue being mayor.
Thanks for all your hard work, Mayor Lowanita. Your huge joke was a brilliant success.
I suppose you could say that.
Everyone was so excited. They thought it was amazing. Me too. I had a lot of fun pretending to be dead.
It was fun?
Yes, it really was.
When you asked us to act for you, I wondered why I had to do something so complicated for a festival that nobody goes to, but...
I realized it. No, I felt it. I felt how important it was to create one memory with a lot of people.
Let's get the Riverside Festival heated up together next year too, Mayor Lewanita. We'll have some steamed hams.
Together with me?
Yes.
There isn't a person in the world who loves this city as much as you do.
There are the youths that need you too. No, I'm sure that everyone else in this town feels the same way I do. You should continue being the mayor, Ms. Lewanita.
My name has a D in it. All right. Oh. It looks like the Riverside Festival will continue as a London tradition to the future, along with everyone's precious memories. Cat's Mini Corner! Speaking of the River Thames, it's a river that's representative of England. It's the one that was made famous by the folk song London Bridge. Depending on the seasons, many different festivals are held near the river, so it's a perfect place to go sightseeing.